Here we have a new 2025 Toyota Tundra. This one's a Crew Max, comes in the TRD off-road premium trim level. Ice cap is the paint, and then we have graphite Softex interior. For the powertrain, we get a 3.4 liter twin turbocharged V6 engine, made it to a 10-speed automatic transmission that gets us 389 horsepower, 479 pound-feet of torque. Now as we come around to the front end here, standard LED headlamps. Nice look there. I actually like the mirror trim around the grille there. And I like the big, bold TRD grille as well. Just makes it look more muscular. Now over here to the wheels, 18-inch aluminum. And with this one being an off-road package, it's ready to go, as you can see. Now this one does have nice Predator side steps here, which I like. One-touch automatic up and down windows on all 4 doors, power door lock controls, rear window locks, and then our automatic side mirrors with blind spot monitors. And we can control the glass on that by picking the side and adjusting. There's a door panel. Tons of features here: auto stop toggle, heated steering wheel, etc. Hood release. Nice sport pedals there. You get a manual tilt and telescoping steering wheel. And then here's our power driver's seat. We get 2-way power lumbar support there. I want to give a big thanks to John Roberts Toyota for allowing me to review this Tundra today. I'll leave a link below in the description. And if you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click on that second link down below. It takes a minute to fill out your info, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on one of these or any new vehicle you might be interested in. Now sitting in the back row here, plenty of space, seat back pockets on both sides, bottle holders are there, storage compartment, a USB-A, USB-C charge port, then a 120-volt 3-prong household plug-in. Look at the front. This middle seat folds down, bottle holders are right there, and then we have the premium LED lights in the back. And then a nice hanger hook if you want to hang a uniform. And then you have access by pulling this on either side for the bottom, for the seat bottom. And then this has storage right in here. Fuel cap. And there's the exhaust there. Now to get this step out, all you have to do is just kind of slide it out. It's always kind of a hassle when you first do it, but springs are kind of getting used to everything going on, I reckon. Now, you do have an option on the higher trims to use this button and use the power tailgate. This one does not have that though. But we do get the LED tail lights. There's a spare tire underneath there, trailer hitch. But there's a storage. You get a 3-prong 120-volt. And then you just use this button right here to get the power tailgate up or down. Now to the front passenger seat, you do get power with 2-way power lumbar support. Top cubby here, bottom lockable glove compartment there. And then here's the window sticker. Y'all can pause anywhere you need to take a closer look. Tons of options here, including that TRD off-road premium package, the advanced off-road technology package. Just a ton of stuff on here. Stickers for $69,166. But cool thing is, I'll show you here. This one at John Roberts Toyota is on sale probably till the end of the year. So not a bad price in my opinion. But there's that twin turbo V6. Now let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. So leather wrap steering wheel here. There's the horn. Over here to the 14-inch display, you do get a access to a navigation subscription if you want to use that, AM, FM, and then XM radio along with Bluetooth, and then you have wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto compatibility. A few settings in here, and then most of your stuff's going to be right in here. You can toggle your info, Bluetooth, and then your general settings. You can change your language or units of measurement there. A few other features. Volume can be adjusted there. Click there to turn the audio off. And then you have your dual zone automatic climate controls right in there, your 3-stage heated seats. And then down here, trailer backup guide. You can turn that on or off. 360 view there. Then your traction control, hazards, rear differential lock, and that's how you can use that power tailgate. Now your backup camera's there. You also have a front camera, curbside views, bed view camera. Then you can turn this camera on. You kind of get a rock crawl view, if you will, to make sure you don't bottom out anywhere. Automatic brake holds here. You have an electronic parking brake there. Shifter, reverse, neutral drive. Sport shifts are there. You can manually shift. And then your full 4-wheel drive is here. So you just push that. You can go in a high, and then get in a low, put it in neutral, and then push it to go down there. Now for your drive modes, you can hit the button. You have 3 there: sport, normal, eco. And then for your tow haul mode, you have that. And you can just toggle that on or off with that button. And then we have our crawl there, and then our MTS there. So that's mostly for your low 4-wheel drive. You can slide this back to get access to the center console cubby space, the USB-A and the USB-C, or hit the button on either side, open up the whole thing, and then you have space for your chains. Just a ton of storage in there. Here's the back seat, power sliding rear window. Control for that is right here. Sunglasses holder. Rear camera mirror. The garage door transmitters are there, and the camera settings are there for the mirror. Now back to the steering wheel itself. Blinkers, high beams, fog lights, and then over here you have your intermittent wipers. So one time off, intermittent low, high. You can adjust that intermittent frequency here, pull up for the front wiper fluid. And then to the left side of the steering wheel, Bluetooth button, volume, voice recognition, and then these arrows and these are to go through your digital part of the gauge cluster, so we can see audio, tire pressure monitors, when you have your pitch and roll, depending on what you're doing. And then you can turn on all your safety features as well. So all of that's there. And then to the right side, cruise control. So we can turn on the radar cruise there, adjust the gap there. And then whether you have this set to lane tracing or just the lane keeping system, you can turn that on or off there. And then this mode button is to go through your audio sources. These arrows are to go through your track list or radio station presets. Push button start, trailer brake controller. Finally, here's the key fob. And next, let's go ahead and take this 2025 Toyota Tundra out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this Tundra TRD off-road, the twin turbo V6, I love the pull you get here. Doesn't give as much exhilaration as the iForce Max, but still very quick truck. Now when it comes to the drivability, this feels big, but it doesn't maneuver as big as you would think, if that makes sense. It's a full-size Tundra. The Tundra, since they got their redesign in 2007, they just always had that huge, almost Hummer-esque feel when you're driving them down the road. They just feel wide, they feel long, they feel big. But this feels more refined, more controlled than the outgoing model. It might just be because there's not a 6-speed automatic and a 5.7 V8, but I just feel like it's a bit more agile. Now, one thing I do like about this truck, and I say it all the time, the center stack here is just, they did a really good job with it, putting the nice big screen there, but it's not taking up the entire dash. You still have your buttons and your knobs, all of your controls there, and then even space for your phones and the shifter. But it's just, it's an easy truck to drive. Now with the twin turbo V6, you get 17 miles per gallon city, 22 highway, which is actually pretty good for something like this. The highway fuel economy is what impresses me, because I just drove an iForce Max TRD Pro, and that was only rated for 20 miles per gallon on the highway, but you got 1 more mile per gallon city. So I just found that kind of weird. Of course, that truck does feel quicker, but you would expect to get better fuel economy on both ends with a hybrid powertrain. But the iForce Max, that's really not why that was made a hybrid. That was made a hybrid for the extra power. That's why you get a ton more torque. I think it might be 100 more pound-feet of torque in the iForce Max than you get here with just the standard iForce engine. Now for the sticker price on this, I will say the TRD Pro I drove was only $8,000 more, but that had a power sunroof, panoramic sunroof, heated cooled seats, not just heated, had the digital gauge cluster here, had the bigger engine, and it felt more luxurious than this TRD Off-Road Premium. Now, that being said, the TRD Pro is meant to be a Mac Daddy. That's why it's bringing up almost 80 grand on the sticker, as opposed to this one that's not even cracking 70. But if I'm already paying 70 grand for a truck, me personally, I would just go for the TRD Pro. But, you know, people have their preferences. Some of the stuff on the TRD Pro might be a bit much for someone in this market, like the 18-inch BBS wheels on that. And this has a lot of other options that are pretty neat. So having that advanced tech package, the side steps, the, you know, bed liner, things of that nature. Now, all in all, I feel like the regular twin turbo V6 obviously has a lot less going on because it doesn't have a battery to deal with. It doesn't have an electric motor. It just feels more modern. It doesn't feel like a hybrid, and that can be one of two things. If you don't like hybrids and you don't like having to switch between gas and electric anyways, you'll like this better. But that extra power that you get with the iForce Max, you can feel that, and I'd rather have that, even if that drives more like a hybrid. But again, this is still plenty quick, and it does remind me of the Ford F-150 in that sense when you have that EcoBoost 3.5. Now I'm going to take it on the interstate here in a minute. So I'm gonna put it into sport mode, try to give it a pull if I can. Not gonna thrash it, but I'm gonna give it something just to see if there's a big noticeable difference in terms of the pickup. Gonna give myself a little space here. Here we go. Whew. Yeah, still fantastic pull. It's just so quick. Now I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the radar cruise and all that. Make sure everything is activated. And I'm gonna put it into the eco mode. Now the ride quality here is actually stellar, I think. It's a full-size truck, so I wouldn't expect anything different. And I also like how good the lane centering and radar cruise is. I have a Pacifica hybrid, and what that'll do is if I'm getting close, say a vehicle just got over to the side there, a lot of the times it'll just slam on the brake last minute. But here, as soon as it sensed that that truck got over on the lines, it went ahead and just kept going about its business. So it's a pretty impressive system nonetheless. Now I want to give one more thank you to John Roberts Toyota for allowing me to review this truck today. I'll leave a link below in the description. And again, if you're looking to find the best price on one of these in your area, click on that second link down below. It takes a minute to fill out your info. I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on one of these or any new vehicle you might be interested in. But I mean, it's a cool truck. It's a quick truck. It's easy to kind of get on the learning curve if you're used to, let's say you're trading in your 2014 Tundra, your 2008 Tundra, or even your 2020 Tundra. It's gonna be easy to get used to this. It still feels like a Tundra in all the best ways, other than having that big beefy V8. But this V6, you'll be impressed with how it feels when you put your foot to the floor. Just a quick truck and fun to drive. But I feel like it'll be a little less thirsty too. I know I had a V8 Tundra with a 5.7 and that thing would chug gas. But again, clean truck, fun truck. And here at John Roberts Toyota, not a bad price on a full-size pickup. So with all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2025 Toyota Tundra TRD Off-Road Premium.